has revealed that 12 million families will get 8,000 naira over a period of 6 months. This is the palliative that this man is talking about. 12 million. Is it only 12 millions that are affected? I don't understand, because I remember the initial plan from Buhari. Buhari said, they said 50 million, and people are saying out of over 200 million, because let me tell you, they told us that according to statistics that 130 million Nigerians, or 33 or so, are into multi-dimensional poverty, and which is more than that. If they tell you 130, you should know that it is almost 190 or 200 million. How many people get 500,000 in accounts? I think there was a report that came out that not up to how many, not up to 50 million Nigerians, is it, that have up to 550 million. Where they get them? 500,000 for where? You see, it's not even possible. If you talk about people who are in poverty in Nigeria today, if we don't even have a statistic, we don't even have census. Even if they take, because Tinubu is even talking about census, corruption go see enter it. You will not even get the actual fact, but the figure they are using is over 200 million, whether 210, 220. But let's just assume that it is 220 million Nigerians. At the end of the day, believe you me, you will have 210 million people in multi-dimensional poverty. Where is the money? The money that we think that Nigeria has, it is what is being spread among all these rogues call themselves leaders. So now, let's even say, for the not to even beat around the bush, let's say we have 200 million Nigerians, and you take 12 million household. That household you are even talking about, that is 12 million people now, because each family, whether they are 7 or whatever, you are giving them 8,000. What is 8,000? You see, these are the people that they say they have sense. So they know how to strategize, they know how to do this, they know how to build. Why can't you do something that will favor everybody? We talked about the governor. They say some governors are doing some tremendous things, but the one I can pick out from one of those governors, among the few ones, the governor of Borno State, he brought vehicles, he brought whatever to farmers, so that, because if the food, because one thing is the food is more important than before you talk about something else. It is when you have food and you have strength that you can be able to talk. So food is the number one thing before you talk about shelter. At the end of the day, he brought cars, he brought vehicles, so that the farmers will be using it to move from one point to another, so that it will reduce the cost of or the prices of the high cost of all these goods and services, at least starting from there. Those are the things Nigerians are talking about. Use the money to do what? To do refinery. Now, that is to tell you that they are not even thinking in the direction of a refinery. They will even tell you they want to do refinery, and they will budget money, and they will be on it for God knows when. The refinery they told us they are going to build 8 years. Buhari did not do nada. This one just came all of a sudden, and he didn't even make any plans. Now he's trying to figure out how this whole thing is going to be. How can you say 12 million? How can you say 12 million out of 200 million, or over 200 million, 8,000, and for just the period of 6 months? Then what happens after that? That is not even the issue. What happens? How can you say what? Is it only 12 million people that are going through this suffering? And you see the useless people now who are accusing Emefiele, they will jump at it and they will be praising this Tinubu. The same way they praise Buhari. The same way they praise Buhari till he finishes unfruitful regime or tenure. Nigeria should be wise and say no to 8K for a family. With the hardship, we spent more than 8,000. Even the poorest man in Nigeria spent more than 8,000 in a week, not to talk of a month. Let's refuse. We will not die in their hand. It is good if he send it. At least we will see the good he's about to be doing. So if he said he's going to be giving 8,000, no problem. You see their life. No, which problem? 12 million. Not even everybody. 12 million. Do these people representing us understand why they are there at all? They understand because they know that some people are federal muguns. Some people, their momuna follow come. They see somebody, they thought, say, if you do it. Because some people go tell you, say, it's okay. It's not even everybody that will partake of it. You see that corruption. How can you say 12 million? They will not tell you that they have taken this thing. It's just unfortunate. They have done hey. At least from the statistics that we got, 133 million people under multidimensional poverty. So where is the 12 million coming from? It's so ridiculous. Well, just the beginning. Insult to Nigerians. 8,000 for 6 months to Nigerians. More insults are still coming. Let the courts do justice as matter of urgent and national interest. We want justice, period. Asiwaju Tinubu must go and enter prison. Don't start what you will not continue doing. Create jobs. That is our desires. In as much as the federal government has good intention, is that good intention for your life? You call that good intentions? What is the plan of southern leaders? Hope they won't even manipulate the process like the way they harbored COVID palliatives, unlike the northern leaders that did the needful by carrying out the assignment diligently. We are our problems in South. That 8,000 is nonsense. Why should you be settling for that rubbish? You guys are just wicked politicians and incompetent fellows. Hope you are not even creating avenue to some top government dignitaries to get the money instead of less privileged Nigeria. Tinubu is sick. This administration will be the worst. I pray for the election tribunal to give their final verdict. This is not palliative. Keep your 8,000. Please don't insult us. Don't talk. Your blind tribe will insult you. You think you are Igbo because Igbo sees things the way they are. No sugarcoating. Okay, this Moshood Adeyemo is the one who's saying that they should keep the palliative. And somebody say, hey, according to your name, your people no go gree you. I beg, hungry don't kill me for this country. I went to the market to purchase food items. The increments in prices seize my hand from touching. Please, what do I do? Entering Keke back home is another problem. Please, the leader of this nation is suffering. Why are you begging them? That is the problem you're having. You'll be begging them and they will be happy. They are doing you a favor. Hope it will not end in the hands of pockets of whatever. That is not the issue. Be reasonable. How can they select 12 million people and give them something? And you are telling us that how can he enter? So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.